So now let's go into the lesson properly. Okay, today's lesson we are going to do a little bit different because I have been checking a lot of your computer aided assessment. Many of you are not really going into our system and doing the CAA. Naughty, naughty. I told you to practice, right? But like you all don't practice so much, right? All right. So most of the time, I feel that I come in here, right? Oh, most of the time I talk, right? Yeah, you see, people say LOL. Hey, yeah, you are. Hey, math is a topic that you all have to practice. Practice means what? Take out a paper, pen, and start to write down things, one. All right. So today's lesson, we'll be doing it a little differently. All right. What is happening is I will show you the question and I'll give you a time limit. Let's say this question is easy, so I give you 15 seconds. Oh, sure, 15 seconds can finish question. Can. All right. So I will give you a timing. So within 15 seconds, you must type your answer into the chat. All right. Then I will see your answer. Can? And in that 15 seconds, I'll keep my mouth shut so that you can actually focus, right? I can be quite naggy. And then when I start to nag, right, you all cannot focus, I know. All right, so I'll give you the time to think and to write down your answer, to jot down and also key into the screen, into the group chat, okay? And your group chat is set in such a way that you will privately send me the answer. That's okay. All right, so if I have time, I'll reply you. All right. Yeah, I understand. All right. Some of you saying that the teacher in school giving a lot of practice paper. All right. Collect is totally understood. All right. So since you're attending this lesson, right? So I will give you some practice time also. All right. Instead of me talk for 1.5 hours, I can go on non-stop, I know. I'm incredible. I know. All right. But again, math, as I say, you must practice a little bit lah. Can? All right. So get ready your paper and pen and we will start today's lesson. Shall we? All right. Let's go. Chloe, you have a question. Oh yeah, before that, right? Some of you also send me a SMS, WhatsApp, and telling me that you got problem printing. All right, because when you print, right, wow, the whole thing is colored and all this. You got so frustrated. Don't worry about that. All right, later I will again show you how to print. All right, some of you want to print in a PDF format. I totally understand. All right, so I will teach you again how to print later. Okay. All right. Can we use the calculator? For today, yes. All right, maybe just for one question. Just for one question. Most of the questions don't have to use calculator. Right? Use your mental sum. Train up on your mental sum a little bit. All right, but you can press your calculator lah. Just don't tell me, right? I also don't know, right? All right, but also do train on your mental sum. All right, once your mental is strong, your calculator, that one is very easily very easily learned. All right, but your basics must be there. So just have your calculator beside you. I will tell you when you can press. All right, Chloe, you have a question. Maybe you like to type into the chat area. Okay. All right, so we'll go on with today's lesson already. So what you need, right? The exercise book. If you can, do have an exercise book because we are going to have something more practice for the future lessons. Can? Stationery, your calculator, and of course your attention and focus. And for the P6, woo! Guess what? It is 115 days to your PSLE math paper. All right, it's 115 more days. So it's less than 4 months, it's less than 4 months, but don't worry, all right? Keep on practicing and all this, nothing will go wrong, all right? You will be able to make it to your Sec 1, you will go into the school that you want, all right? Chloe is asking where to get the worksheet. Don't have worksheet, all right? Don't have worksheet, all right? So if you want the worksheet for today, right, give us about 2 days. So 2 days, you can go onto our website again, and you can actually download this worksheet, and I'll teach you how to print later, okay? All right. Oh, yes. Thank you, Brandon. That's not important. Huh? Why? Why is because, why? Why am I so late? It's not so late, Chloe. All right. This has been explained to you the previous week already. All right. So from now on, right, the class prerequisite down there will tell you what computer aided assessment, what CAA to go into. So I believe this lesson is supposed to go into lesson 12, right? Something like that. Yeah. Do you go into lesson 12 and attempt the question? No, right? Then that's why we are attempting now lah. All right. So this is how it goes, as I say. All right. I'll show you the question. You'll be given how many minutes. I'll tell you how many minutes, and you have to physically use your pencil and pen and attempt it. I'll keep quiet. I promise. All right. Then after 1 minute, right, this PowerPoint slide, right, very smart. Automatically, it will change. Means that the time stop. All right. So you train your timing a little bit because, as you know, many of you say, "Hey, math got no time to finish." It's not actually not no time to finish. It's because you are doing it too slowly. All right. So surely got time to finish, right? So how? You must try to develop a little bit of speed also. So from now the lessons, right, not only must you consider accuracy, you must talk about something called speed. So these two things must come hand in hand, and you'll be able to not only score a good result, but you're able to do faster. Do faster means what? Yes, you got time to do your checking. Okay? Okay, so I'll start off with your last week's homework. Huh? What last week homework? Okay, so never do is okay. So now I give you 1 minute, all right? The first one, the first practice, I give you 1 minute. Ready? So you take out your pencil and paper, 1 minute to attempt this question. Once you got the answer, key into the chat. All right, I will be able to see your answer. Can? Then I will try to type as fast as I can to see to tell you whether are you correct or please try again. Can? So 1 minute, get ready? Ready, and after that I'll go through, don't worry. All right, so 1 minute, ready? Let's go. Okay, that means is what? That means it's 1 minute already. Huh? 1 minute go past so fast. Yes. So this is also to tell you that this is how 1 minute feels. All right. If you are fully focusing, hey, Cher, not enough time. All right. So actually, this question, right, you can take up to 2 minutes. But the reason why I give you 1 minute is because this is supposed to be last week's homework. All right. So I was hoping that you have actually read through, you have actually think about it, and you know the answer. Unfortunately, nobody sent me any answer. I'm so hurt. Hey, none of you got the answer. So maybe again, I give you the benefit of doubt that you all haven't have your paper and pencil, all right, in front of you. All right. So what is happening down here is that was 1 minute you are supposed to practice, all right, and it automatically will turn to the next page, right? Means that no more question already. So how? So it means that you are supposed to finish it already lah. All right. So if you have an answer, please key into the chat and I'll be able to see whether you got it correct or wrong. So at this moment, got 28 students and none of you sent me. I'm so hurt. All right. It means that everybody got it wrong, is it? Or maybe you're not trying hard enough. All right. So now let's go through this particular question. Let's go. Yes. Oh, you do not know the answer, but you try? All right. I hope that you got try. Okay. So this is a question. This is the homework. All right, some of the students, they already start to send me their questions. I'm so happy. All right, so next week, I can actually do more of their questions. Very good. All right, so if you have any questions, do send me, then we can discuss it in this lesson. Okay? Okay, let's take a look at this. The figure below, right, is made up of two rectangles, A, B, C, D, and E, F, G, H. Given that AE equal to BE and BF equal to FC, can you see the drawing is like not very accurate? Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. This is what I am going to do. Check this out. So I have this big rectangle, right? Okay. I never use ruler and draw lah, so you all just see nicely. See, A, B, C, D, can? And the question say that. The question say that AE is like in the center right down here, is actually equal to what? BE. Can you see? And also F is down here. BF down here is actually equal to FC. So what do? Can I purposely take this rectangle and cut first? Can I cut like that? What do you see? After I cut like that, what do you see? All right. Can you see that these four triangles are same? Can, right? You can see that these four rectangles, sorry, not triangle, these four rectangles are same? Can you see that? All right. So in this case, you try to cut them up a little bit. For this question, quite okay one. It's not that difficult. Learn to cut them into same size pieces. Okay. So now, right, not only am I going to cut like that, right, I'm going to do the extra step. All right. Because of this extra line, can you see EF, this line? You see this red line? All right. It's cut like that, right? So I purposely take this rectangle again, the same rectangle, A, B, C, D. All right. Which has been cut into like that and like that, right? Can you see? All right, as above. And what do I do? What do I do? I cut like that. Can you see not? Like that. Oh yeah. Can you see that this is your EF? If you can see that, can you see something? Can you see that this portion here, this I call this dot, black dot and black dot, are they the same? Not black dot, red dot. All right, this red dot and red dot, is it the same? Same size, which means that the rest, right, I can also cut cut so that everybody is what? Same size. Can you see not? So ultimately, try to make them of equal size. Is that okay? Okay, so this is done already. Okay, come. Next one, next one. Let's look at the other rectangle. Okay, how does the other rectangle looks like? All right, look at this other rectangle, which is slanted like that one. Are you sure? This slanted rectangle, why must slant like that? You can turn your paper. If you have it on a piece of paper, you can actually turn it. All right, so this slanted rectangle, right, HGEF, right? I try to what? I try to put it straight for me. 1:7 selling is incorrect, but good try. You're almost there. So this portion, right, I purposely slant it forward like that. All right, so that it looks like that. Clearer for me, cannot? All right, so I have EFGH. Okay, so like that, can you see? Can you see? Can you see where is the red line? Where is that red line that we are talking about? The red line is down here, which is EF, right? So EF is down here. Can you see? Okay, so now, this black line here. All right, let's talk about this black line here. How does this here and here looks like? Can you see the black line? All right, it actually looks something like that. Like that, right? So in terms of drawing, it looks something like that, right? Can you see that? And where's the shaded? The shaded is this portion here. Can you see? The shaded is this portion here, which is here. What do you see? Tell me. What do you see? Answer is 1/8. All right. Yes, selling. Correct. All right. So can you see this diagram here? What do you see? Can you see what is the fraction down there? It's actually a half left. You know that? How come? How come? Because, right, if you take a line and you cut like that, if you cut like that, what happens? All right. Can you see this star? Star and this star is actually the same size. Asterisk and asterisk is also the same size. Can you see not? So in this case, right, this one circle represents where? This one circle, red color circle, represents down here, right? Can you see? So this one circle, red color circle, right, and this one, right, is actually of the same what? Same size. All right. So this shaded, right, is actually the same size as the one red color dot. So what do you know? What can you see already? Can you see that the question is asking to find the ratio of the shaded region, which is what? One red dot. All right. Shaded, shaded is what? Shaded is one red dot to what? To the area of the entire rectangle. Rectangle got how many dots? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's why answer is 1:8 lor. Can you see? And that's all. Can you see not? All right. So that is actually a very, very easy question. So you are supposed to actually attempt this in 2 minutes. But the reason why you're only given 1 minute, why? Because it's supposed to be the homework. And just to let you know, children, all right, for rectangle, right, just to let you know, for rectangle, if it's like that, right, okay, if you cut like that, don't worry, right, how many times they cut, you don't have to worry, right? All right. So ultimately, right, ultimately, this portion here, all right, for instance, it starts here and it ends here. Can you see the pattern like that? Up, down like an M like that. Okay, and they shade down here. Can you tell me what is the ratio of the shaded? What is the area of the shaded? Is also actually equal to half. How come? Learn to cut. Cut like, you see, cut like that, cut like that, cut like that, cut like that, cut like that. Okay, this means what? This means that down here, the blue color portion down here, circle blue, is equal to this circle blue. All right. This plus, blue plus, and this blue plus is of the same size. Okay. This star and this star is of the same size. And this asterisk and this asterisk is also of the same size. Can you see that? Yeah. All right. So down here, actually, right, if they start from the here and end down here, right, how many times it is, right? Don't worry. It's actually a half. All right. Half means 1:2, 1 out of 2. Is that okay? All right. So that is how you do it. Okay. All right. So answer is 1:8. Chloe, you have a tip to share with the class. All right. So what do you want to say?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
So like my teacher told me, right?
Yes.
When you see a triangle that touches the base and touches the whole base and almost touching the half of the rectangle, it's considered a half.
Yes, correct. Correct. That's what I'm trying to say down here. You see the base down here? You start from the left. Oops. You start from the left. All right. And you end to the other side. Can you see here? Here to here? Yeah. So
Yeah.
the ratio is 1:2. Correct. Your teacher is
Okay.
incredible. All right. Thank you, Chloe, for the tips. Okay. So now we'll go on to the next question. All right. We'll go on to the next question. And the next question is the start of the proper lesson already. This is supposed to be your homework. Okay. So the questions that we are going to do now, right, is supposed to be from the P5 Computer Aided Assessment, lesson number 12, I believe. All right, lesson number 12. All right, so I assume that you all never do naughty, but it's okay. Let's go and do it now. All right, so the very first question is very simple. I only give you 15 seconds. You're kidding. 15 seconds is very long. Surely you can type the answer for me. It's very easy. Trust me, trust me. All right, so the very first question, 15 seconds. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay, good job, Victoria, Ava, Chloe, Selin, Netkeith, Isra, Brandon. Yes, all got it correct. Smart lah, y'all. All right, so easy question like this, right? Will it come out in your exam? It will link to a bigger part of the question. All right, but the basics you need to know. Yes, yes, yes. Jagriti and Isra, yes, Revan. All right, all coming in with the answers ready. So for this type of question, right, very simple, right? This is supposed to be a P5, the computer aided assessment. So if you would have done it right, you will say, oh, yeah, just so simple. Yes, but the basics, please remember, is the most important thing. All right. So down here, what do we have? We have two person, Joe and Mutu. Can you see? And there's a fraction in between. So usually I do this. The numerator is for the front, the denominator is for the back. Can you see? So immediately Joe got 5 units and Mutu got 9 units. Cannot. All right. So this is how it's going to go. Can? So 15 seconds, no problem. Enough time one. Trust me for this other question. So next one, question 1B, another 15 seconds. Ready? Let's go. Okay, once again, time's up. Can you see? Time's up. If eventually gone, this is 15 seconds. And many of you are quite good, you know. All right, hey, got somebody make careless mistake. All right. So again, right, this question you have to be careful. All right. Matthew is 6, not Steve. Christine, be careful. All right. Matthew is 6, not Steve. Be careful. All right. So, Christine, be careful of this type of question because sometimes they interchange the name. They interchange the name down here. So you need to be alert not to what? Not to fall into the trap. Can you see? The rest of you got it correct. Yep. Matthew is 6. Once again, look here. Steve versus Matthew. There's a fraction in the center. All right. So 1 is for Steve and 6 is for Matthew. Many of you got it. Can you see not? So Matthew is 6. Matthew 6 put first. Can you see not? Then Steve is the 1 down here. All right. So answer is 6, then 1. Yes, Sophia, you got it correct. And the rest also very good. Can you see not? Very simple exercise. So this is how it's going to be. All right. So be careful. Read carefully. Sometimes the name they adjust. You have to be smart enough to what? You have to be also very sharp enough to be to catch that the movement of the name so that you will not fall into the trap. Okay. Fazin, I have a question. Yes, what question do you have, Fazin? You can actually type your question into the chat. Then I'll be able to see it. If not, then I'll let you ask the question. Maybe I unmute you. But I need to find your name first. All right. So Fazin. I cannot find your name. Do you mind typing the question into the? Oh yeah. Okay, here. Yes,
So
Fazin.
when it's always the fraction, must the numerator always be the first? Like the question says, like Steve is the first guy. So and after that they show a fraction. So the numerator always be Steve, or like
I don't want to use the word always, because always means like always like 100% like that, but it's not always true. Later you'll see some question is not like that one.
Okay.
All right, so you have to read the question first. And this type of
Okay.
question, because we know it already, we know it because when we compare two person, right, there's a fraction in the center. This type is standard. Yes, the numerator is for the first person in front, the denominator is for the back person. For this type of question, it's very, very straightforward. That's why we can do that faster. That's why I say 15 seconds, you must get it. But later, all right, you will have a question that is not going to be that straightforward. Then you will see. Can? All right, Okay, next question, ready? All right, question 1C is also 15 seconds. 15 seconds, ready? Let's go. Okay, many of you submitted the answer. Very good, very fast, 15 seconds. All right, very good. So this question, right, all right, is something which I don't dare to say is always, you see not. Because down here, in front got what? In front, there's nobody. Then how? You see, there's a fraction here, can you see not? And there's boys and there's girls. So who is who? So this type of question, better read out, all right? So Victoria got it right, 2 units correct. Isra, good, got it. Total is 9. Yes, many of you got it correct. So 7 is the girls, correct. So there are 7 as many boys as girls. All right, so this type, the fraction, all right, so the boys will be the 2, and the total, right, the 7 is always for the back person. All right, so usually, all right, usually what I can say, right, it's not that the first number is always for the numerator is always for the first person in front. All right, but I can more confidently say that the back number, all right, the back number here is for the person at the back. That is more likely. That is more likely, most likely. All right, so 7, all right, represents the person at the back of the sentence, which is in this case the girls. That's more accurate, I will feel. Can? All right, so more questions. Next one, question 1D, 20 seconds. 20 seconds. So all these are very easy question. All right, very easy question. The meaning of total means boys plus girls. 2 plus 7 is 9. All right, later we go on to more challenging one. This one is just to start your heart pumping. Let's go. Okay, very good, very good. Many of you submitted 3, 8, 11, 15. Very good, very good. All right. So you just got to write 3, 8, 11, 15 for this example. All right. For those who are typing, you will say that, ayo, so many things to type. Must write total, must spell the word total, must spell the word difference. Just give the answer, will do. All right. How do we submit the answer? You can actually, Fazin, just key into the chat, will do. All right. Key into this chat. All right, you're keying in how do we submit the answer, right? So all you got to key in is 3, 8, 11, and 5. All right, it's just a practice for you now. Okay, so down here, what do you see? Easy, right? Down here got boys and girls, and there's a fraction. All right, so the bottom number is usually for the back, right? Yes, and the 3 is for the front. All right, usually, but again, better is to read the question a few times. All right, but this one is quite straightforward. Now I bring out something called total, and I bring out something called the differences. All right, hey, Celine, did I say 15 just now? So sorry. All right, so it's 3, 8, 11, 5. All right, 3, 8, 11, 5. Yes, Brandon, correct. All right, Sophie, Ong, yes, correct. All right, I did say 15, right? So sorry about it. All right, so down here, right, the boys got how many units? The boys got 3 units. The girls got 8 units. What's the total? 3 plus 8 is 11. All right, differences between the boys and girls, 8 minus 3 is 5. Can you see? So it's 3, 8, 11, 5. Celine, yes, thank you. Thank you for catching me. All right. So sometimes I say things wrongly. Please also let me know if I say things wrongly. All right, answer is 3, 8, 11, 5. Can? Okay, so next one, question 1E, be careful. This one, 20 seconds still, 20 seconds, ready? Let's go. All right. I think some of you gave the wrong answer. Like Brian, how come your first answer is your first answer I think is incorrect. All right. Check. All right. Some of you are giving answer very fast. Correct. All right. So down here, okay, let's take a look. So down here, what are they comparing about? They're comparing about what? This fraction down here, 5 over 12. Can you see not? Again, there's nobody in front. So you have to read the question a few times. 5/12 of the people are women. This are, right, is like actually the plural of is. All right. So this one actually, right, is actually means equal to me. So 5 out of 12 of the people are women, or they is equal to women. Can you see not? So you have to read to yourself, right? 5 out of 12 of the entire group of people, they are considered women. So actually, right down here, right, the bottom here, all right, represents the people, and 5 represents the women. Can you see not? That's why every time, right, you can say the word always. Just now you say that the bottom, right, is always for the back. No, I never say the word always. I don't dare to use the word always. It's not always 100% like that one. All right, it's not true. That's why you have to read the sentence to yourself a couple of times to fully understand what it means. All right, so sometimes your teacher can be putting a little bit of tricks here and there to try to throw you off guard. Like this one, you say that, hey, 12 is the what? At the back is woman what? So 12 is woman what? Is that true? Not true. All right. So again, all right, it's not always like that one. Okay. So my advice to you is always to do what? Read the question properly a few times to yourself, fully understand first before you attempt to write the answer. All right. So answer is 7, 5, 12 to Brian. Good job. All right. 7, 5, 12 to Chloe. Good job. All right. 5, 12, 17, 7, Jamaica, Lao. Wrong. All right. Something is wrong. Let's take a look. So once again, I read to yourself. 5 out of 12 of the people, they are women. So the 5 is the woman. The total is the people. The total is the people, which is 12. So how many men are there? 12 minus 5 is a 7 men. And the difference between men and women, 7 minus 5 is a 2. So 7, 5, 12, 2, that's your answer. Can you understand? Can? All right, so be very, very careful. All right, because once these units, you link it to the right person, I tell you, your question will be easily done one. Trust me on that. Can? So this is supposed to be the basics. Please know how to handle. Okay, okay, next one, question 1F. 30 seconds. Okay, get ready, 30 seconds. Let's go. Okay. A little bit different. This question a little bit different. Some of you make the mistakes already, I saw. All right, but there's one child who did it quite well. Raven, is it? Raven. Yeah, I think this student got all correct. Good job. All right, and this person was quite sorry. Raven Haini, is it? RP, something like that. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Answer is 10, 3, 13, 7. Good job. All right, and you're very fast also. All right, so this is the basics, right? Okay, let's take a look at the way to do it. Okay, what's the difference between this question and previous question? All right, what's the question between this question and this question? Look here, there is this extra word less. Do you see that? Again, one word, right? Then everything changes again. But just like you say that the top is for the front and the back is for the bottom. Again, I say it's not always ready. So be very careful. Chloe, 10, 3, 10, 7 is wrong. All right, 10, 3, the second 10 is wrong. All right, so what do you do? Look, Jenny has 7, 10 less. This is the keyword. So you're comparing two persons, Jenny and Pauline, and you are right. There's a fraction down there. But please remember of this word less. Very dangerous. Very dangerous. All right. So what do? I know that Pauline, right? The bottom is for the back. Bottom, the denominator, 10 units is for Pauline. So you read, you read as Jenny has 7 less than Pauline. You read the top portion. Jenny has 7 less than Pauline. Pauline got 10. Jenny got 7 less. Means what? 10 minus 7 is a 3. What's the total? 10 plus 3 is a 13. What's the differences between Pauline and Jenny? Is the 7 that is different. That's why answer is 10, 3, 13, 7. Can you see not? All right, Xiaolin, it's not 3, 10, 13, 7. It's 10, 3, 13, 7. So be very careful. All right, this question very tricky because of the word less. Can? So you read the top portion. Jenny has 7 less money than Pauline. Pauline got 10. 7 less means what? 10 minus 7. So Jenny got 3 units only. Can? All right, be very careful. 10, 3, 13, 7. Brian, you got it correct. Can? All right, and the last one for question 1H, 1G. 30 seconds. Okay, can you see? So that was 30 seconds. All right, I only saw that Ishra managed to give up the whole thing, everything. All right, Xiaolin also very good. This time you got it. 12, 5, 17, 7. Good, Xiaolin, good job. All right, the rest, some give me 7, 2, 9, 5. Wrong. Something is wrong already. All right, so Guri, can you please take a look at this question together with me? So question G, Betty has 1 and 2/5 more oranges than Bill. Okay, you have 2%, Betty and Bill. You have a fraction here. And many of you very smart. You change the mixed number to an improper fraction. Good job. Good job. 5 times 1, 5. 5 plus 2, 7 over 5. Can you see? So you have Betty has 7 over 5 more oranges than Bill. So what happens here again? What happens here again? All right. You got 2%. Yes. You got a fraction. But what did I say? I say that this work, right? Very, very dangerous. Be careful. So what you do? So we know that Bill got what? 5 units. All right. Bill got 5 units. You read it as what? Betty has 7 more than Bill. Betty has 7 more than Bill. Can you read the top portion of that? Betty has 7 more than Bill. Bill has 5. Betty got 7 more. 7 plus 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. That is for Betty. Can you see that? That's the meaning of Betty has 7 more than Bill. Bill got 5. Betty got 7 more, means 7 plus 5. Be careful. All right. And what's the total? Total is 12 plus 5 is a 17. And the differences is a 7. 12 minus 5 is a 7. Can you see the slight difference or not? So all these are due to what? The wordings. The wordings that the teacher put into the question. Everything, right, is something like that. But how do you understand? How do you extract out the correct information? That is the key. Without the correct information, how do you compare? That's why this is called comparisons of units. All right, 12, 5, 17, 7. That's the only answer. Can you see that? Hey, Jamaica, you got it. Good job. Brian, you got it. Good job. All right. Can you see the difference now, children? This one you need to know. All right, must know. All right, now we move into the proper question already. Question 2. Ready? Question 2, you got 2 minutes. Let's go. Okay, that's I think more than 2 minutes already. All right. Some of you are getting half. No, no. Like you'll give me 2/4, 1/2. No. All right, but most of them got it correct. Yes, Fazin, three whole and 1.5. Very smart. Victoria, answer is 3.5 meter. All right, down here you have to be a little bit careful. All right, down here, what are they asking for? Yes, Nekif, 3.5 is correct. Teresa bought 4 meters of cloth. Look, look, look. This is called real or fake fraction. So you have to be careful. Look, you have meter as the unit of cloth. You down here also have meter as the unit of cloth. And down here you also have meter as the unit for the cloth, right now? It's just like me saying, it's right. It's just like me saying, I got 5 meter of cloth. I give away 1 meter. I give away another 2 meter. So it's just simply 4 minus 1 minus 2. Can you see or not? It's just minus. All right. So the one with the meter, right? The one with the units, right, are what? Are what we call the fake fraction. All right. What is the real fraction? The real fraction is a standalone. Like they say, half of the cloth, something like that, without any meter down here. Can you see? Without any meter. There are some of the students, right? I never managed to type too fast because many of you are sending in the answers very quickly. So I didn't manage to see your answer because it's going too fast. I'm so sorry about it. All right, but the answer is 3.5 meters. That's the final answer. If you got that, good job for you. All right, I think I managed to key in about for 80% of the student, but the rest of 20%, I'm a little bit slow. I'm so sorry about that. Can? All right, so be careful of this, huh? All right, so this question is simply what? Just minus lah. 4 meter, that's the total. Use means minus 5/12 meter. Use. Can you see not? And after you use means you minus, right? What is left? So 4 meter can be written as 3 whole 12/12 meter. Minus the 5/12 meter. Meter can minus meter. Very fair. So you are left with 3 whole. 12 minus 5 is a 7/12 meter. Can you see? Then after that, what happened? And 1 child meter, the meter is down there, is used to make a blouse. So you must take 3 whole 7/12 meter to minus 1/12 meter. Can you see or not? So okay, what? They have the same denominator already, 3 whole here. 7 minus 1 is 6/12 meter. This is the answer. But remember, always give it to the simplest form. 3 whole, 1/2 meter. This is the final answer. All right. Some of you are getting half. All right. Very, very, have to be very, very careful. Victoria. All right. And Brandon, I think. All right. Branson, is it? Or Brandon? All right. You keep getting a half. You keep getting 2/4 or 3/6. Something is wrong. Can you be careful? So when you have the same units, right, the meters, right, what can you do? You can actually plus or minus one. All right. So Chloe, you got it correct. Yeah, I'm sorry also because there's too many answers I explained to you already. All right. If I cannot see your answer, it doesn't mean that you are wrong or what, huh? Right. It's just that maybe I'm slow. So don't worry. So if you can get 3.5 meter, you are right. Can? Okay. So now question 3. Question 3, be careful. Be careful. Let's go into question 3. Question 3 got 2 minutes. All right. Question 3 got 2 minutes. Let's go. Okay, time's up. Okay, the reason why I never write into the group chat to many of you is because of what? I just found out that if I type on the group chat, right, my PowerPoint slide, the counting, right, it doesn't count the 2 minutes. All right. So many of you got it wrong. Answer is not 1/24. You have 1 over a lot of answers, 7/17, 9/12. No, no, no. Something is wrong. Hello. What's wrong? All right. Only one person got it correct, Isra. She got it. All right. But the rest, can you please look at this question? Let's take a look at this question together. Can you go back to the question about that 4 minutes for me? What for M? Oh, the previous question. Sorry, Shanice, let me continue first because we have a lot of questions to finish up. All right. So if you need that question again, can you please look at the recording again? All right. So please, these are very simple questions. Let's try to move forward. Okay. So down here, what happened? All right. 1/24 is wrong. All right. Look, Jen had 7/8 kg of flour. Wait, she used 16 kg. Kg and kg. This is the what? The fake fraction. They have a units behind. 17/74. Ava is wrong. All right, to bake a cake. And guess what? Look here. Stop ready. Look here. She gave what? 2/3 of it. Oh, very dangerous. Look at the 2/3. Behind the 2/3, do you see any units not? Behind the 2/3, is there any units? No, this is a real fraction. This is a real fraction. And look here. What's the meaning of 2/3 of? I did say before, the meaning of is what? Of is times. And what's the it? It's not about the remainder. It's not about the remainder. The meaning of it is what? The meaning of it is the total. This is the total. All right, 17/72, Chloe, is incorrect. All right, so 2/3 of it. Of means times. It means what? It means the total what? The total flour. And what's the total flour? The total flour is 7/8 kg. All right, the total flour is 7/8 kg. Be careful. This is called English translate to mathematics. 2/3 is the fraction. Of means times. It. You must ask yourself, what does the it represent? Is it the remainder? No, the it is actually the total. The total means what? 7/8 kg. That's the total. So 2/3 times 7/8 kg. What does it give you? This will give you a 14/24 kg. All right. Top times top, bottom times bottom. Reduce the lowest term. That will give you a 7/12 kg. And 7/12 kg is given to who? It's given to Paul. It's given to Paul. Yes, answer is 1/8. Good job. All right, answer is 1/8 kg. So now 7/12 kg is given to Paul. So go back to your question. You got 7/8 kg of flour. You gave away 1/6 kg for what? For baking purposes. So what is left? All right. So you must have the same denominator. I think it's 24. All right. Same denominator, 24, right? So 8 times 3 is 24. 7 times 3 is 21. 6 times 4 is 24. 1 times 4, equivalent fraction. So 21 minus 4 is what? 17, is it? 17/24 kg. Out of this 17/24 kg, what happened? 7/12 kg is given to Paul. So kg can minus kg? Yes. 7/24 kg minus away given to Paul. What do you do? Must be the same denominator, right? So we use the 24 as our denominator. 12 times 2, 7 times 2 is 14. Can you see? So what you're left with? 17 minus 14 will give you a 3/24 kg. Reduce to the lowest term, 1/8 kg. And that is your answer. That is the only answer. Can you see not? Yes, Christine, you got it, 1/8. So children, be careful of the English again down here. All right, when they say what? 2/3, what's the 2/3? Is it 2/3 kg? No, it's not. The 2/3 is actually a real fraction. It's a fraction by itself. So 2/3 of it, what does the of means? Of means times it. What does it means? The it means the total. Can you see not? It's not 2/3 of the remainder. Can you see? All right, so know the mistakes here. All right, many of you got this wrong. Only one person got it correct in the first place. Then after that, subsequently, more students got it correct already. Can you see or not? All right, so those who got it incorrect, right, can you please know that the fractions, right, there are two different kinds. One is the real one, which is a stand-alone. No units behind one. All right, don't have the meters, don't have the kg, don't have the liters behind one. Versus the other one, which is what? 16 kg. Kg and kg can minus? Can. Go ahead and minus. All right. So question 2, right? You have like 4 meters minus like don't know what meters minus don't know what meters, right? You see, meters can minus meters, can minus meters. Can you see or not? So be careful, All right. So the fraction down here, please be careful. Okay. Next question, question 4. All right. Question 4, you got 2 minutes. Let's go. Okay, very good. Many of you, right? Many of you got it correct. All right, in less than 2 minutes, and you got it. This question quite straightforward, right? Can you see again? What is the fraction? This fraction is real or fake? All right, can you see that this fraction is a standalone? There's no units behind. This is a real fraction. Yes, Xiaoling, you're correct. This is a real fraction. And look at the statement here. 5/8 of the teachers are men. So you translate, use the English to math. You translate the English words to mathematics. 5/8 means 5/8. What's the meaning of off? Off means times. The teachers got how many? Teachers got 128, right? 128 teachers. Can you see not? So the total teachers is 128. All right. So it's equal to what? So 5/8 times 128 will give you the man teacher. The man teacher. All right. So if you can, right, please press calculator. Some of you press calculator, right? I know. Don't blast. 5/8 times 128. Oh, I never say cannot press, right? Okay, you win. So we have 80, right? We have 80 men. But are we looking for men? Are we looking for men? Jamaica is not 48. All right. We are not looking for men. We are talking about how many women are there. So how? All right, Jamaica, maybe you can listen. All right. So the question says that there are 40 principals. All the principals are women. Okay. 5/8 of the teachers are men. So look at this sentence here, Jamaica. All right. 5/8, right, means 5 out of 8. Of means what? Of, right, if you can look for the word times. So 5/8 of means times the teachers. The total teachers is 128. So 5/8 times 128 is what? Is 80. All right. And these 80 are men. So what happens? If there's 80 men, the question is asking how many women are there? So how? Okay, let's go and take what? 128 teachers minus the 80 men first. All right, that will give you what? 48 what? Women teacher. 48 women teacher. But question is talking about how many women in total are there. So we got 48 teachers who are women plus what? 40 principals who are women also. So total got 88 tuition. No, got 88 women. Can you see? Kai-Ting, you're right. Can? All right. So Jamaica, okay? Do you understand the reason why? All right. So 48, right? Your answer 48, right? Maybe it's for the teachers who are women. Correct. But question is looking for the total women. You must plus in the 40 principal. All right, Brian got it correct. Good job. All right, so let's move on. Let's move on to the last question before your break. Question 5. Let's go now. Three minutes. Okay, time's up. All right. So can you see that this question, wow, just a little bit long. It's actually very long. It's not a little bit long. All right. So a couple of students got it. About 5 students. Ava got it. Charlene got it. There's a few. Isra got it. Xiaoling got it. Yeah, many of you, about 5 students got it. Good job. All right. For the rest, are you trying? I hope you are. And I guess you are also. Some of you are submitting answers that's incorrect. Means that you're trying. The very first step in getting to know math, right, is actually to try. All right. So this question very long, right? So what do? My advice to you, let's break it down. Nakif, 90 is correct. Good job. All right. So the final answer is 90. So let's take a look at the question first. We have A, B, C, D. We got 4 person. Receive a total of 360. So this is the first clue. The total of the 4 person is 360. Let's take a look at C. C receive 1/4 of the total. Can we do something about that first? Let's do something about that because we can. The question say that C receive 1/4 of the total. Okay, so C receive 1/4 of. Of means times the total. What's the total? $360. Can you see or not? So you do something called what? You translate the English to mathematics. C, receive means equal, he has. 1/4 is a fraction. Of means times the total amount of money. What's the total? 360. So do that part first, and that will give you what? $90. All right, but this is not the only working wait. $90 is for C. $90 is for C. That is the first part. Then you read a little bit more. You read a little bit more. Okay. A receive 1/8 of the total B and D receive. So confusing. Okay, wait. So here we can draw a bit of model. All right. But before that, let's compare B and D first. Down here. Can you look at the green color portion here? All right. They say that B received 3/5 as much money as D. Look, B 3/5 as much money as D. What does this mean? Just now we practiced, right? 3 is for B, 5 is for D. Remember, we did that? All right. If you want to draw a model, let's go ahead. B and D. B got 3 units and D got 5 units. Is that okay? All right. Is that okay? You want to draw model, you can draw model. No problem. Can? And check this out. What is the total down here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Down here, the total is 8 units. Can you see? All right. So there is total of 8 units for who? For B and D. Then you go backwards and read the white color portion. This white color portion. A receive 1/8 of the total of B and D. Is it true that B and D already got 8 units? Yeah. So coincidence is put nicely for you, just to let you know. They say that A receive what? 1/8 of the total. Down here, the clue. The white color, they say A receive 1/8 of the total of who? Total of B and D. So this fraction again, the 8 represents what? The 8 represents the total of B and D. And the 1 represents who? The 1 represents A. Can you see not? Is it true? Coincidentally, no, it's purposely done for you. Is it true that B and D got 8 units? Correct. B and D got 8 units. That means B got how many units? That means B got 3 units. Correct already. All right. And D got how many units? D got 5 units. And A got how many units? A got 1 unit. Can you see not? Everything balanced up nicely. So all these are correct already. What's next? All right. What is the remaining amount of money? All right. So $90 is given to C, right? What is the remaining amount of money? Let's go and find. We have to take $360 minus away C's money. And that will give you 270. And the 270 consists of who? It consists of B, it consists of D, and it consists of A. Can you see now? And what's the total down here? 5 plus 3, 8 plus 1 is 9 units. All right. So total, all right, of this 3%, total of this 3% compare with this one, 270, which is the total of 3%. Can you see now? Is it fair to compare? Yes. Yes, Christine. Answer is 90. You're right. So down here, 9 units, right, represents what? Equal to 270. Go and find the 1 unit. How do you find the 1 unit? 270 divided by 9, that will give you a $30. Find what? Find B. B got how many units? B got 3 units here. So all you got to do is look for the 3 units. 30 times 3 will give you a $90. And that's your answer. And that's your working. Can you see not? My advice to you for this question, very long, I know. Break it down. Learn to summarize it. Okay, down here is for C. Since I know C, I work on it. Okay, down here, maybe teacher will give me 1 mark. Thank you, teacher. At least I got 1 mark. All right, then you move on. Okay, next one is talking about who? B and C. All right, the ratio of B, or the next one is talking about B and D. All right, B versus D is 3:5. The total is 8. Then there's another line. A receive 1/8 of the total. Total is 8. So coincident. It's the same number. That means A is the 1 unit. Can you see not? So once you got this right, wow, you can actually compare them fairly already. And you got it. Brian, 90 is correct. All right. So sometimes if you don't know, right, go to model, draw a little bit, calm yourself down. You can do it one. Is that okay or not? All right. So this is the answer for question 5. Is that okay? All right. So you must finish it within 3 minutes in future. Okay? All right. So again, right, if you can fully understand, that's good. All right. When this worksheet is uploaded, right, you can actually print out the part which I will tell you where to print. All right, then you can actually try on your own again. Okay. All right, now is the break time. Now it's the break time for 2 minutes. Shanice, you need question 1, right? Just now you were saying about the, sorry, question 2, about the 4 meters one. Shanice, this is for you. The rest of you now break for 2 minutes. All right, now it's break for 2 minutes. So go for your 2 minutes break. I will see you at 5:36. All right, 5:36, 2 minutes. All right, so Shanice, this is for question 2. Just now you were asking for it. All right, just now I cannot give you the answer straight away. All right, because I cannot slow down the class now. I need to move forward a little bit. Right. So I hope that you can understand. Right, Shanice. So now got 2 minutes break. You can take this time to look at question 2. Okay. All right. 加油 Chloe, can you? No. Sorry, you cannot. All right. Is there a trigger question? What trigger? No, not today. All right, because P5, P6, you can see that the workload, right, is getting more and more already. Yeah, Shanice, okay already? Okay, the rest you can actually go for a break. Come back at 5:36, 2 minutes. Chloe, you want to on for a while, can, but at 5:36, I will get. I'll ask you to. I'll request you to off it already. All right, that's like in 1 minute only. So if you want on for a while, sure. All right, because for P6 one, there's a few things to do also. All right, for the P6 work, we are talking about percentage today for P6. All right, so question 1 to 5 down here is actually the P5 work. All right, it's a quick revision on the comparisons of units and all this. Oh, 5:36 already. All right, and one a little bit challenging question, question 5, which is very long, but it's actually very simple. All you got to do is to summarize it. Can you see or not? Yeah. All right. Those who are not back yet, please come back quickly. Let's restart the lesson again. Okay. So now, all right, we have to go into the P6 P6 part of the lesson already. P6, we are talking about percentage. All right. The topic is like percentage of a percentage. No, Brandon, not now. Okay, we're going to start lesson already. Let's go. Okay, so down here, a percentage of a percentage. So questions say that 30% of the books on the shelf are what? Are textbook. Okay, and the rest are reference book. Okay, this is a question where we talk about percentage of a percentage. You can use something called what? You can use something called, what's that thing called? Branching method. Can you try that? All right, 3 minutes for you. Let's go. Okay, time's up. Okay, time's up. So what is happening down here? Okay, many of you say, I never learn percentage, but it's okay. Learn from me now, can? And sometimes, right, I told you before, percentage, fraction, decimal, and ratio, they are all the same one. All right, they are just the same person that's being dressed up differently. All right, so down here, right, down here, you can actually use what? You can actually change the percentage to what? Fraction to assist yourself. Come, let me show you something called the branching method first. Very, very useful. Let's go. 30% of the books on the shelf are textbook and the rest are reference book. Okay, let's take a look at this. So this one, right, is like the books. I will start off with something called 1 unit. This is like 1 unit. All right, we always start off with 1 full units. Let's take a look at the story. Questions say that from these books, right, 30%. Do you know that 30% can be presented as what? As a fraction. How? 30% can be written as 30 over 100. Right? For those who haven't learned percentage, right? Don't worry, learn it now. Right? It's okay one. We learn a little bit from here, a little bit from there. It makes you even stronger. I guarantee that. So the meaning of 30% can be written as 30 over 100. I purposely what? I purposely try to reduce to the lowest term, which is equal to, okay, this one I reduce the lowest term is 3 over 10. All right, equivalent fraction I divide by 10, divide by 10. All right, 40% may is wrong. Okay, no, or none of you got the answer at this moment yet. All right, so let me go through. Don't worry, let me go through. Now you listen to me. Now the focus is on my voice. So the 1 unit, right? 3 out of 10 is what? Is the textbook. So this one is means textbook. Can you see? Okay, what is the other side of the story? 3 out of 10 parts are textbook. The other side of the story is what? 7 over 10 are what? Reference books. Can you see that? So the reason why I want to use branching method is so that I can actually see the clues. What happens here? What happens here? What happens here? What happens here? It actually summarizes the question into like a model like that. All right, like a working like that. Check this out. So 3 out of 10 are textbook. The remaining is like your 7 over 10. All right, 7 over 10 is the reference book. Now you take a look. Given that what? Question says that what? Given that 30%, of the what? Reference books are in Chinese. All right, there are 30% of the reference book. This 30%, right, can be written as what? As a fraction. 30 over 100, right? Is another 3 over 10. Can you see not? And this 3 over 10 comes from where? It comes from the reference book. Green color. So from the reference book down here, I branch out. 3 over 10, which is from the reference book, are written in Chinese. Can you see? So down here, what is the other side? What is the opposite? So 3 out of 10 parts from the reference books are Chinese, which means that there's a remainder of 7 out of 10 are what? Non-Chinese. Is that okay? So this is called branching method, whereby you branch out from one portion. From the yellow, you branch out to the green because it's a second statement. The 30% come from the what? Comes from the reference. Somebody got 21% selling. You're close. All right. Answer is not 21, it's 79. Can you please read your question correctly? All right. So moving on, down here, what do you have? What do you have down here? You draw a line down here. All right. You draw a line down here. And you try to make the fractions to the same level for you to compare. So check this out. This 3 over 10 comes from where? This 3 over 10 comes from the yellow 7 over 10, right? Can you see this? All right. So what must you do? What must you do? You simply just take your yellow 7 over 10 times your green 3 over 10. All right. Trust me, it works one. So 7 times 3 is 21. 10 times 10 is 100. All right. This is for Chinese. In Chinese, the reference books in Chinese. Then next. How about the 7 over 10 non-Chinese? This green arrow comes from the yellow 7 over 10. Can you see? So here what do? You take 7 over 10 times 7 over 10. Top times top, 7 times 7, 49. Bottom times bottom, 100. This is the non-Chinese. All right. There's another one. Yes, Christine, 79% is correct. This 3 over 10, right? This 3 over 10, all right, there's nothing to multiply. But because everybody is over 100, what do? You try to equivalent fraction, bring them to the same denominator. So times 10 below, times 10 on top. That will give you a 30 over 100. All right. This one, the textbook, right? The question never say. So this one must be non-Chinese also, right? All right. Unless it's Chinese, it will be stated Chinese. Can you see now what happens down here? 30 plus 21 plus 49. It will give you a what? It will give you 100 upon 100. This is your 1 unit. Which balance off your what? Which balance off your front portion here, the 1 unit. So everything is at balance already. Question is looking for what? Non-Chinese. Non-Chinese is this 30 and this 49. Right? So you take 30 over 100 plus your 49 over 100, and that will give you your 79 over 100. And 79 over 100, question say as a percentage. What must you do? As a percentage, simply just take your 79 over 100 times 100. The meaning of as a percent means you have to times 100. So what you do? Can you see? You cancel off. Answer is a 79%. And this is your answer. Can you see not? So the beauty of branching method, is so that from one information you are able to split up. All right. How come as plus? They say reference books, not both. They say what percentage of books on the shelf are non-Chinese reference books are. Oh yeah. Xiaolin. Wow. Good job, huh? I never read properly. So it's me, it's not you. I'm sorry. All right. So it's non-Chinese reference book. So where's the non-Chinese? Non-Chinese reference book is here. Oh yeah. My goodness, you caught me. Again. No wonder I say that you're a smart girl, right? All right, so actually don't have to plus, right? Answer, yes, it's 49%. All right. Hey, those of you who got 49%, good job. All right, I misread the question. It's my fault. All right, thanks for catching me again, Xiaolin. This is the second time you catch me. The third time you catch me, I have to give my job to you. All right, hey, so the rest, I'm sorry about this. All right, the answer is what? Non-Chinese reference book is talking about non-Chinese and reference. So it's the 49% here. All right, so actually you don't have to plus. My fault. Okay, this is not 79%. So 49 over 100, right, is the non-Chinese reference book. You must change it as a percentage, means times 100%. All right, so if you cancel, the answer is 49%. My fault. Okay? Yep. Answer is 49%. So once again, right, this method of branching method is actually quite useful. It actually splits up the what? Splits up the story into something simpler, easier to handle. Can you try to learn this method? It's very, very useful. Can we do one more question? All right, I think we have time for one more question. Next question, something similar. Trust me. Question 2, let's go. 3 minutes. Okay, time's up. Okay, some of you are getting it. Some of you are getting it. All right, answer Victoria, 1 hour. Smart. You're the last one your last entry. Good job. All right, so within 3 minutes can finish one. All right, can do it one. Answer is 1 hour. Come, listen to me. Using the same method, the branching method, let's check this out. All right, so we start off with what? 1 unit down here. Every time start off with 1 unit. So what's the story? Mrs. Pang spent 50% of her time. All right, what's the meaning of 50%? Okay, from here, 50% of the time, 50% can be written as what? 50 over 100. And if you reduce it to the lowest term, it's actually 1 over 2. And she spent half of her time doing what? Housework. Wow, that's a lot of time doing housework. So what is the other side of the story? What is the other side of the story? 1 out of 2 parts is spent doing housework. What is the other side? The other half. The other half is called the remaining. All right, the other half is called the remaining. Is that okay? Okay, then you read on a bit. Read on. She spent 20% of the remaining time. Oh, the 20% comes from the what? The remaining time. Okay, so what's the meaning of 20%? 20% can be written as 20 over 100. All right, if you reduce it to the lowest term, it is 1 over 5. Yes, Xiaolin, answer is 1 hour. Good. All right, so 20% is 20 over 100. You purposely put it as a fraction because some of you say, hey, Cher, I don't know percentage. What? Fraction, you know fraction? Yes, right. So the 1/5, right? The 1/5 of the remaining time. So from here, the green arrow must say 1/5. All right, the 1/5 must come from the yellow half remaining. All right, and this 1/5 is used to what? Bake a cake. Now, what is the other side of the story? So 1 out of 5 parts is used to bake a cake. The remaining what? 4 over 5 is the left. So once again, right, you draw the what? You draw this white line out here, the concluding line. Okay, so you must try to bring the fraction to the same level to compare. So this is what happened. The 1 over 5 baking comes from the yellow half. Can you see? So what you do? Same thing, just trust me. Half times 1 over 5. All right, 1 times 1 is 1, 2 times 5 is a 10. This is called branching method. Now, the 4 over 5 left, right, comes from the what? It comes from the half remaining also here. All right, so you take half times 4 over 5. Top times top, bottom times bottom. Can you see? Now, this half down here, never do anything, right? Don't have to times, right? Hey, but everybody is denominator 10. What do? Equivalent fraction, try to bring up the fractions to the same denominator for comparison. So half can what? Below times 5, on top times 5. And here you get 5 over 10. Yes, everybody is over 10 already. Can you see? 5 plus 1 plus 4 is what? Is 10 over 10. 10 over 10 is what? 1 unit. Is it the same as the front portion? Yes, balanced up already. All the fractions are all balanced up already. Happy? Very happy. Now let's take a look at the clue. She spent 5 hours doing housework. Oh, housework is this one. This is housework. So 5 units, right, represents what? 5 hours doing housework. Housework and housework can compare. 1 unit is what? 5 divided by 5 is equal to 1 hour. Okay. Now, how much time did she spend baking the cake? Baking is what? Baking is represented by the 1 unit. Can you see? 1 unit, isn't it 1 hour? Yes. And that's your answer. All right. How do I get 4 over 5? This portion here, Isra? All right. Because 1 out of 5, right? 1 out of 5 parts is used for baking. What is the opposite? Opposite is 4 over 5, Can you see or not? All right. So, Victoria, if you're P3 and you don't understand, it's perfectly okay. But just now you got it correct, what? You wrote 1 hour, right? Yeah. Not bad, Victoria. All right. So, Isra, understand what? All right. So, 1 out of 5 parts is used for baking. What is the other side? All right. The other side is 1 whole minus 1 out of 5 is 4 over 5. Can you please understand that this portion here, right? Every level right down here, every part of this, right, must add up to 1 whole 1. All right. You see, every one of this must add up to 1 whole 1. Can you see or not? All right. Okay, very good. So this is for question 2, which is your branching method again. Can? So I think that branching method is very clear because it tells you the story. All right. It just tells you what to do. All right. So if you can, learn to use this method. Okay. As you can see that our time is about to run up already. All right. So the remaining question, right, is your homework. All right, I need to push back a little bit. So the next lesson, right, will be on this homework. All right, branching method. You try yourself, try and practice, and we will answer more questions from the students. Some of the students already sent me a lot of questions already. So next week, right, we'll be doing all this. All right, plus those questions that the students send me. So I'll let you take a look at question 3. This is your homework. All right, question 3. All right, and also question 4, branching method, you try. Question 3 and 4, you use branching method and try. Question 5 is a little bit more challenging. All right, but if you know, the clue is what? Equal fraction. All right, question 5 is equal fraction. Okay, so question 3, question 4, you can use branching method. Question 5, you can use equal fraction concept. And down here, this is the question that one of the students gave me about overlapping what? Overlapping areas and all this. Try this also. All right, it's a 5-mark question. So next week, we'll be going through this lesson also. Okay, so where do you get this worksheet? Children, don't panic. Where do you get this worksheet? All right, I will put this worksheet up onto our web page. All right, you can actually download from it. And I have actually made it nicely for you already so that you can easily print out. So here's the part, you see? So I make it for black and white for you so that you can print out using your printer. You can save the ink. Can you see? So this is like question 1 just now we have done. You can practice again. All right, question 2, you can practice again. So this one will be uploaded into our web page. All right, give us 2 days. Give us 2 days so that you can go and download under class notes. Under class notes. All right, so these are the questions that we have done. You can actually practice again. Can? Okay, so this one, question 1 and 2, we have done already. All right, so just now what you have written in your exercise book, you can actually transfer it in. And question 3 and 4, you can actually do it as a homework like that. Go and try using the branching method, see whether you can do it or not. Question 5, as I say, you can use something called equal fraction concept to try. Okay? And this is the question that the student asked. So we'll be going through all these questions next week. Question 3, 4, 5, and this extra question. And of course, I'll bring up more questions that the student, they send me through email. They also send me through my WhatsApp already. So I'll bring those questions into our next week's lesson. Cool? Okay? And how do you print? If you're printing from the PDF, right? All right, when you go to the class notes, you download the file. And you open this file is in something called the PDF. All right, Adobe PDF. What can you do? You click on print. All right, you click on print, and you select pages 23 to 40. All right, save ink or toner. Okay, you can print the multiple. Click on the multiple. Print 2 pages per sheet. All right, print on both sides and print it landscape and click the print button. All right, so this one will be inside the worksheet also. This will assist you in your printing. So if you need to print this out. All right, print in black and white. Don't print in color because color very expensive. Let's try to save the planet a little bit. Okay? All right, so last week some students complained, cannot print. They got so frustrated. So now I purposely put it to black and white for you to print. So don't worry about it. So the sample will look something like that. Can you see now? Okay? All right. Yes, you can take a picture. No problem. You can take a picture right now. All right. But again, don't worry. This worksheet will be placed up onto our website. All right. Under the class notes. You can just download and attempt the homework as practice. Cool? All right. Yes, PDF. So this will be given to you in PDF. All right. And I'll see you next week the same time. All right. 4:30 to 6. And we will try to finish as many questions as possible. All right. So I'll see you next week. And in the meantime, be good. Don't be naughty. Bye-bye.